Okay, so a question that seems to come up a little bit is about the grade level of writers in residence, or even you could add about readers in residence, and then parents also wanting to know if there's a way to like adapt the curriculum if they have maybe a child who's younger or an older child, but the older child needs the skills in the curriculum. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I'll answer what my intention was, and then maybe Heather can speak from experience using it with kids of 2 different ages. Yes, so what is in this curriculum is everything that I taught at the high school level. I was a writing teacher for 30 years, primarily in the homeschool community and online, but also in the public schools and at the community college level. So it's everything that I think is essential for authentic writing, but the tone and the assignments and the voice, the way that I engage students, I like to talk right to the reader, is for 4th through 6th in volume 1. The ideal sweet spot is 4th through 6th for volume 1 of Readers in Residence and Writers in Residence. And it presumes that kids haven't had a lot of previous experience. And in fact, I start with parts of speech. I integrate the grammar into that. I start with parts of speech. I assume for a lot of kids it's going to be something of a review. But we really need to establish why it's important for writers to recognize the parts of speech. So I hope the instruction about parts of speech is more relevant to their writing tasks than maybe traditional grammar exercises might have been. I've heard from families who are adopting it with older students clear up into high school, primarily kids who've struggled to write, kids who have not had much writing. I think homeschool parents find integrating writing into their curriculum pretty threatening. And so the volume 2 that I'm working on now will be for 5th grade and up. And then volume 3 will be for 6th grade and up, volume 4 for 7th grade and up. So what the upper ranges are, I'm hoping that families can use it into the teen years. And I think when they're done with the 4 volumes, I think kids could go into an advanced placement English class, which would be sort of a college level class.
Great. Heather, do you have any thoughts on the level or how to adapt the curriculum?
Well, I used it, my youngest is 4th grade this year, and I used it with her, and her older sibling is 7th grade this year. And then we also met regularly with some students that were mixed in the middle of there, in the middle grades. And we made it work. I felt kind of like what Deb had said, how writers inspire other writers. That's just what I saw. I didn't really have to adapt too much. I mean, I had different expectations for the different levels. I expected my older student to use larger vocabulary words. We focused more on some of the grammatical things and spelling for the older ones, and the younger ones, I really just wanted them, unless we were revising, don't worry about spelling. We'll get to that in revision, but just let's get your voice, get your thoughts out on paper, that type of thing. And that's a lot of times how the writing came out.